The Justin Robert Young program brought to you as always by everybody who supports us at payjurydaily.com. Oh, hello, YouTube. Monday, April 29th, 2019 is the day that we are recording this episode of the Justin Robert Young podcast. My name is Justin Robert Young. I'm calling an audible. I was going to talk about this brunch I had, this barbecue brunch I had, and the fact that we invented a new food. But instead, I'm going to talk about Game of Thrones. And more, not anything specific to this episode of Game of Thrones, although it is certainly commentary on it, a little bit. But no spoilers. Just more of a general conversation about death. You know, the huge. So what do you say we begin with this recording session of JuRY Daily? Hello and welcome, everybody. I fucked that up. Right off the bat. Fucking it up, not keeping it cute. Check, check, check. No. Here we go. Check, 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 check. All right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Good morning, everybody. It's your old pal, Justin Robert Young. Yes, Justin Robert Young Show coming to you live April 29th, 2019. You can watch the recording sessions for these episodes up on the YouTube, youtube.com/Justin Robert Young. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Justin R. Young. Ahoy. Back from Vegas. Had a great time at the Frog Pants TMS Vegas meetup and super hang. Had an epic night at karaoke. Got way too drunk. And then survived the rest of the weekend. I had an epic brunch. In fact, I was going to talk this entire episode about my brunch. I was gonna talk about the fact that I went to Mabel's, a barbecue restaurant in the Palms. They just debuted a new brunch. And folks, it's dangerous. I just want to let you know. It is. It's a very dangerous brunch. It is all you can eat and all you can drink for $49. All right? $49. This is like cheap by Bay Area standards. You are normally spending around $49 if you want to sit around for 2 hours at a brunch and eat a bunch of food and drink a bunch of drinks. Okay? For $49, it's not just, oh, okay, well, we're going to bring some stuff out to you. You get to just order off the menu. Much as you want. I'm there with Mitsula. And me and Mitzi are just ordering everything off them. We're just starting off with some sweet and sticky ribs. And then we got some pork-style ribs. And then we got some pork belly. And then we got some turkey. And then we got some sausage. We got all of it, right? And meanwhile, I got some cocktails. They had a rum-based Bloody Mary. Yum-a-dum-dum. Then I had something called a spring spritz. I don't know what the fuck was in it, but it certainly made my belly happy. And Pally's, my belly needed some cheering up at the end of all this because we invented something amazing. the end of the meal, the waiter was like, look, y'all have had a lot of meat, so maybe you would like a little dessert. What if we got you the French toast? The French toast. I'm like, dude, that sounds pretty good, and I appreciate where your head is at, but I got to tell you right now, that ain't got no meat on it. And then he said, well, we could throw some brisket right on top of it. And that man was joking. I looked him dead in the eye, and I said, you bring that shit out to me right now. You better go right back in that kitchen, mister, and you better take a French toast, which, by the way, was drizzled in chocolate dressing, had sliced bananas on top, and you throw a slice of brisket on there. Now I know what you're thinking. That's gross. You would not expect for brisket on top of French toast to be tasty. I'm here to tell you, friends, we changed the game. We cracked the code. It was delish. I will not die without having brisket on French toast again, because all that gooey, briskety fat mixing with all those sweet, savory notes. Oh! I think I'm still sweating, by the way, from that brunch. But we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. Instead, I want to talk about Game of Thrones. Don't worry. Don't worry. No spoilers on last night's Battle of Winterfell episode. But there is a curious thing that has gone on since this new season of Game of Thrones has begun. And I guess you could probably also say that it had to do with Endgame as well. So no spoilers there. But more so with Game of Thrones, I've noticed that some folks, including friends of mine, are very dialed in on saying that their enjoyment of the series hinges directly on how many main characters die. And what I want to know is this, for all the Game of Thrones fans out there, is that something you identify with? Are you walking into every episode saying, if a main character doesn't die this episode, I will be very upset, or I will think lesser of the episode? Similarly, in movies, are you the same way? Were you like that with Endgame? Is it a uniquely Game of Thrones phenomenon? Or is it something that maybe in a long-running series, eventually, if it is a series in which people die, like I don't think anybody was watching the final season of Friends and saying, if Joey doesn't die in this episode, I'm going to be so pissed. But I want to know, where were you expecting death? Where were you expecting death? Because the only shows that I could think right off the top of my head wherein people were very death-centric, death-focused, was Lost, and then anti-hero shows like The Sopranos or Breaking Bad. But more than that, that was just because we had watched these main characters do so many heinous things that it felt like, well, Tony has to die. Walter White has to die. Obviously, the big bad in each season is eventually going to kick the bucket. But I'm talking about the main characters, people that we've spent a lot of time with. All right, we got a good point here from Thormornall. GOT and Walking Dead have started the trend of no one being safe. That it felt like, well, Tony has to die. Walter White has to. Talking about the main character, people that we've spent a lot of time with. Our live chat audience here has a very good point. Therminal. Even now that I do edits to this show, I'm still gonna fuck up. Names. Says GOT and Walking Dead have started the trend of no one being saved. People expect it now, like they want to have the feeling of shock again, and they want their fix again. So I think that I'm with that. I think that there is maybe it is an expectation set by the shows. Although Game of Thrones has a very weird. A weird thing, because I don't think anybody would want possibilities taken away from the final moments of Game of Thrones. And we have 3 episodes left of Game of Thrones. But yet there still is like an element of, even if people did die, the people that I thought would be most important to die, or I was not surprised by a death. Even if me being surprised by a death might have taken away something cool that could have happened later. So I need your emails on this. I need your emails to jurydaily@gmail.com. Just in general. We're not talking about spoilers here. We're not talking about what happened on the episodes. I'm just curious. Are you death-centric? Are you death toll-centric on Game of Thrones? Are you upset when not enough people die? And if so, or if not, have you ever been like that with another show? I guess Walking Dead would be one of them. But Walking Dead is really a show about people dying, right? Game of Thrones, at least the people are trying to do things. They have larger goals. On Walking Dead, it's literally, did I survive? Congratulations to me. I achieved my goal. What about achieving our goal of giving you a jury story? It's literally, did I survive? Congratulations to me. I achieved my goal. What about achieving our goal of giving you a jury story? Story again. Oh, Woodstock 50 canceled. Yo, dog, you canceled. Bad news for folks who want to relive the amazing and epic moments of Woodstock 99. The 20-year commemorative concert has been canceled. I mean, I guess technically there was another less important concert that happened 50 years ago, what many refer to as Proto-Woodstock 99. Just kidding. So Woodstock 50 has been canceled. This was supposed to be a massive music festival this weekend. We read now from The Rolling Stone. Woodstock 50, scheduled to coincide with the 50th anniversary of the legendary music festival, has been canceled. Although the all-star lineup featuring Jay-Z, Miley Cyrus, Dead & Company, The Raconteurs, and dozens more, including acts from the original Woodstock Fest, was announced in early March, tickets for the festival did not go on sale. A planned Earth Day on sale date in April was postponed to reported permit issues. However, on Monday, one of the festival's main investment arms announced that the Woodstock 50, organized in part by Woodstock co-founder Michael Lang, would not proceed. Quote, "It's a dream for agencies to work with iconic brands and to be associated with meaningful movements. We have a strong history of producing experiences that bring people together around common interests and causes, which is why we chose to be a part of the Woodstock 50 Anniversary Festival. But despite our tremendous investment in time, effort, and commitment, we don't believe that the production of the festival can be executed as an event worthy of the Woodstock brand name, while also ensuring the health and safety of the artists, partners, and attendees. As a result, after careful consideration, we have decided to cancel the festival. As difficult as it is, we believe that this is the most prudent decision for everybody involved." Also slated to appear was Imagine Dragons, Casey Musgraves, Run the Jewels, Chance the Rapper, Halsey, John Fogerty, Robert Plant, and dozens more out in Watkins Glen, New York from August 16th through August 18th, exactly 50 years after the original festival was held in Bethel, New York, the site of the original Woodstock. You know, I in general, let me stop that. And let me also turn off the fucking things. Bunch of goons and hooligans out here. This is why we can't have nice things. That's a great line. I see. I'm going to steal that. The original Woodstock. Festival was held in Bethel, New York, the site of the original Woodstock. Because as we all know, if Woodstock was about nothing else, it was about brand synergy. All right, guys, I need to reveal that, come on. We got a honker here. We got a real honker. And, he's like just revealing spoilers to Endgame to me. But I saw that shit on Thursday. My man. Let's see. We're going to report that it is hate speech and harassment. Well, I guess I can't do hate speech and harassment. How about spam? Spoiling Endgame like a real piece of poop. Besides, like that's not even the thing to spoil today, right? Oh, is it a bot? It might be a bot. In Bethel, New York, the site of the original Woodstock. Because as we all know, if Woodstock was about nothing else, it was about brand synergy. No. The guy PM me. The same dude whose username appeared on the alerts. Oh, so it is a bot. Oh, god damn it. I gotta find. There was an epic Twitter thread about a dude who went through watching Woodstock 99 and was like caping up for Woodstock 99 as better than Woodstock. I'll just put that out into the universe and see if somebody can find it. All right. I have an APB out here for everybody. There was an amazing Twitter thread that I retweeted a little while ago, maybe a couple months ago, where a dude, and I feel like his first name was Ramon. These are all the details I can muster up. He did a rewatch of Woodstock 99 and passionately and hilariously made the claim that it was better than the original Woodstock. It's all I can think of whenever the name Woodstock is brought up. And if somebody can find this amazing piece of art, I will forever be indebted to you and your family. But first, and if somebody can find this amazing piece of art, I will forever be indebted to you and your family. But first, email. All right, let's bring up the email. Gotta bring up the email. You can always email the show, jurydaily@gmail.com. Again, jurydaily@gmail.com. Andrew, the keen archaeologist, writes, insider hot take, any archaeologist who says definitively that something was done for ritualistic or ceremonial purposes without supporting evidence might as well be saying, quote, I have no fucking clue why they did this. Rare that we get such insight from the profession. Daniel writes, I'm a week behind on the podcast, but I just listened to Monday and Tuesday's podcast from last week. Thank you. I'd been living in shame around my nerd friends because I love Marvel, but I never collected comic books. My parents believed that comic books were and are satanic writings, so I could never have them. But I did like you and read books in my library about them. I also collected Marvel cards, mostly Series 1 cards from my research. I just kept them hidden in my baseball card cases so my parents wouldn't know. Again, I say thank you for letting me know that there are others out here just like me in the Marvel universe that never collected the comics. Daniel, there are dozens of us. Dozens! Miles, right? Did you know that the 90s X-Men cartoon also aired in Japan? For the most part, it was the same show, but we watched 2 new intros for it. These are amazing and should be seen once by any X-Men fan. I'm now going to play for all of you a little snippet of the X-Men Japan theme song. Because you would think it would be universal. The American version doesn't have any lyrics. Not only is the Japanese intro so insanely metal, it is really intense and also just totally out of left field. Like, there's dragons popping up. Like, it's nuts. But this is the theme song for the Japanese X-Men cartoon. It's nuts. But this is the theme song for the Japanese X-Men cartoon. All right. Now we just got to find that. Here's an ad for toys. This kid's playing with toys. Buy toys.
悪の脅威から人類を守り、人類とミュータントの平和的共存を実現するために組織されたミュータントヒーローチームである。
We're going to do this whole fucking thing. Check, check, check.
X-Men とは悪の脅威から人類を守り、人類とミュータントの平和的共存を実現するために組織されたミュータントヒーローチームである。
All right, so that's where we're gonna fade out there. Shock. But this is the theme song for the Japanese X-Men cartoon. Tighten that up a little bit. Tight. Song for the Japanese X-Men cartoon.
X-Men とは悪の脅威から人類を守り、人類とミュータントの平和的共存を実現するために組織されたミュータントヒーローチームである。
I'll come in right over that. Here we go. How metal is this? This is what I did not know that we got cheated until somebody sent me this in the chat, and a few people sent it via email. So thank everybody who has blessed you. If you have never heard the X-Men Japanese theme song before, consider yourself well and truly blessed. That about wraps it up for us today, though. I would like to thank everybody who makes this show possible, specifically the producers of the program, The Jen, PD Rave, Non-Specific, Rock and Roll, Martian, Joe Acosta, Will, James, the OG Brito, Will, and Chris. You can go ahead and email me, jurydaily@gmail.com, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, @JustinRYoung, and join our Discord. That is bit.ly/JuryDiscord. A big shout out to Puck, a.k.a. the Reverend Puck, for sending on over that Woodstock story. All the jury stories come from our Discord. Again, bit.ly/JuryDiscord. Until tomorrow, friends, where I will be on the road. I'm going to Austin, so I might knock out some banked episodes of Night Attack before I head out on my little vacay to Italy. By the way, news on we're going to have a guest host on this show. Think you're going to like it. It's going to be pretty fun. Anyway, until tomorrow. This is your old pal Justin Robert Young saying, please don't die. Vlad, the Nerf Neko, got a post-show question for you. How do you know when it's time to break up with someone? Well, the easiest answer would be when you're asking people on the internet when it's time to break up with someone. Banked episodes of Night Attack before I head out on my little vacay to Italy. By the way, news on we're going to have a guest host on this show. Think you're going to like it. It's going to be pretty fun. Anyway, until tomorrow, this is your old pal Justin Robert Young saying, please don't die. Shock! Producers of the... How metal is this? This is what I did not know that we got cheated until somebody sent me this in the chat, and a few people sent it via email. So thank everybody who has blessed you. If you have never heard the X-Men Japanese themes, a.k.a. the Reverend Puck, for sending on your old pal Justin Robert Young saying, please don't die. All right. There we go. YouTube, thanks for hanging. No YouTube for the rest of the week. Don't think for the rest of the week. This is going to be the only YouTube episode because the rest of it will all be on the road recording. But, I miss you all the same. I'll see you guys later.